Hello again, friends. Last week we read part 1 of Fair, Brown, and Trembling. In it, Trembling was helped by the hen wife, our story's fairy godmother, to go to church in magnificent fashion. This got her noticed by the prince of the area, who was previously interested in Fair, Trembling's older sister. As Trembling always left as soon as Mass ended, the prince got on his horse, chased after her, grabbed her foot, and only let go because her shoe came off. I thought the worst prince was in Katie Woodencloak, but I have been proved wrong. So, let's return now and find out what happens in part 2 of Fair, Brown, and Trembling. Trembling came home as fast as the mare could carry her, and was thinking all the time that the henwife would kill her for losing the shoe. Seeing her so vexed and so changed in the face, the old woman asked, "What's the trouble that's on you now?" "Oh, I've lost one of the shoes off my feet," said Trembling. "You didn't lose it. It was stolen, right off your foot." "Don't mind that. Don't be vexed," said the henwife. "Maybe it's the best thing that ever happened to you." Then Trembling gave up all the things she had to the henwife, put on her old clothes, and went to work in the kitchen. When the sisters came home, the henwife asked, "Have you any news from the church?" I kind of feel like the henwife is just baiting the sisters. "We have indeed," they said, "for we saw the grandest sight today. The strange lady came again, in grander array than before. On herself and the horse she rode were the finest colors of the world, and between the ears of the horse was a bird which never stopped singing from the time she came till the time she went away. The lady herself is the most beautiful woman ever seen by man in Erin." But apparently women see more beautiful women every day. After Trembling had disappeared from the church, the son of the king of Omanya said to the other king's sons, "I will have that lady for my own." They all said, "You didn't win her just by taking the shoe off her foot. You'll have to win her by the point of the sword. You'll have to fight for her with us before you can call her your own."
"Shall two knights never tilt for me, and let their blood be spilt for me? Oh, where are the simple joys of maidenhood?"
"Well," said the son of the king of Omanya, "when I find the lady that the shoe will fit, I'll fight for her, never fear, before I leave her to any of you." I am not a fan of this prince. Then all the king's sons were uneasy, and anxious to know who was she that lost the shoe, and they began to travel all over Erin to know could they find her. The prince of Omanya and all the others went in great company together and made the round of Erin. They went everywhere, north, south, east, and west. They visited every place where a woman was to be found, and left not a house in the kingdom they did not search, to know could they find the woman the shoe would fit, not caring whether she was rich or poor, high or of low degree. Boy, I hope that doesn't also include or married or a child. The prince of Omanya always kept the shoe, and when the young woman saw it, they had great hopes, for it was a proper size, neither large nor small, and it would beat any man to know of what material it was made of. One thought it would fit her if she cut a little from her great toe, and another, with too short a foot, put something on the tip of her stocking, but no use. They only spoiled their feet, and were curing them for months afterwards. So it's a normal shoe, but it doesn't fit anyone. Weird. But then, magic.
It's magic, you know.
The two sisters, Fair and Brown, heard that the princes of the world were looking all over Erin for the woman that could wear the shoe. And every day they were talking of trying it on. And one day Trembling spoke up and said, "Maybe it's my foot that the shoe will fit." "Oh, the breaking of the dog's foot on you! Why say so when you were home at every Sunday?" They were that way waiting and scolding the younger sister till the princes were near the place. The day they were to come, the sisters put Trembling in a closet and locked the door on her. First, rude. Second, where are the parents? I swear they had at least a father at the start of this story. When the company came to the house, the Prince of Omania gave the shoe to the sisters, but though they tried and tried, it would fit neither of them. "Is there any other young woman in the house?" asked the prince. "There is," said Trembling, speaking up in the closet. "I'm here." "Oh, we have her for nothing but to put out the ashes," said the sisters. But the prince and the others wouldn't leave the house till they had seen her. So the two sisters had to open the door. When Trembling came out, the shoe was given to her, and it fitted exactly. The Prince of Omania looked at her and said, "You are the woman the shoe fits, and you are the woman I took the shoe from." Wait. He actually recognizes her? That's a first. Then Trembling spoke up and said, "Do you stay here till I return?" Then she went to the henwife's house. The old woman put on the cloak of darkness, got everything for her she had had the first Sunday at church, and put her on the white mare in the same fashion. Then Trembling rode along the highway to the front of the house. All who saw her the first time said, "This is the lady we saw at church."
How long did this take?
Well, she did tell them to wait till she returned.
Okay, yeah, but were they just like sitting there for 3 hours waiting, twiddling their thumbs? Like, how long is this gonna take?
Well, luckily, the Prince of Omania brought a deck of cards.
Ah, okay.
Then she went away a second time, and the second time came back on the black mare in the second dress which the henwife gave her. All who saw her the second Sunday said, "That is the lady we saw at church." And the third time she asked for a short absence. As soon as she came back on the third mare and in the third dress, all who saw her in the third time said, "That is the lady we saw at church." Every man was satisfied and knew that she was the woman. Then all the princes and great men spoke up and said to the son of the king of Omania, "You'll have to fight now for her before we let you go with her." Is anybody going to ask her?
No.
"I'm here before you, ready for combat," answered the prince. Then the son of the king of Lochlin stepped forth. The struggle began, and a terrible struggle it was. They fought for 9 hours, and then the son of the king of Lochlin stopped, gave up his claim, and left the field. Next day the son of the king of Spain fought 6 hours, and yielded his claim. On the third day, the son of the king of Nerefoi fought 8 hours and stopped. The fourth day, the son of the king of Greece fought 6 hours and stopped. On the fifth day, no more strange princes wanted to fight, and all the sons of the kings of Erin said they would not fight with a man of their own land, that the strangers had had their chance, and as no others came to claim the woman, she belonged to the son of the king of Omania. No! Just no! Seriously, no! The marriage day was fixed, and the invitations were sent out. The wedding lasted for a year and a day. Also, no! I start fidgeting if a wedding is longer than a half hour. That sounds awful. Sitting in those uncomfortable chairs for a year and a day. When the wedding was over, the king's son brought home the bride, and when the time came, a son was born. The young woman sent for her eldest sister, Fair, to be with her and care for her. One day, when Trembling was well, and when her husband was away hunting, the two sisters went out to walk, and when they came to the seaside, the eldest pushed the youngest sister in.
Idiot.
A great whale came and swallowed her. Well,
That's one way to get rid of a sister.
I can't say it was unexpected. Seriously, Trembling, you married the man who Fair was supposed to marry. What did you expect? The eldest sister came home alone, and the husband asked, "Where's your sister?" "She has gone home to her father in Ballyshannon. Now that I am well, I don't need her." "Well," said the husband, looking at her, "I'm in dread it's my wife that has gone." "Oh, no," said she. "It's my sister, Fair, that's gone." Since the sisters were very much alike, the prince was in doubt. That night, he put his sword between them and said, "If you are my wife, this sword will get warm. If not, it will stay cold." In the morning, when he rose up, the sword was as cold as when he put it there. It happened that when the two sisters were walking by the seashore, that a little cowboy was down by the water, minding cattle, and saw Fair push Trembling into the sea. And next day, when the tide came in, he saw the whale swim up and throw her out on the sand. She must not taste good. When she was on the sand, she said to the cowboy, "When you go home in the evening with the cows, tell the master that my sister Fair pushed me into the sea yesterday, that a whale swallowed me and then threw me out, but will come again and swallow me with the coming of the next tide. Then he'll go out with the tide, and come again with tomorrow's tide, and throw me again onto the sand. The whale will cast me out 3 times. I'm under the enchantment of this whale, and cannot leave the beach or escape myself unless my husband saves me before I'm swallowed the 4th time. I shall be lost. He must come and shoot the whale with a silver bullet when he turns on the broad of his back. Under the breast fin of the whale is a reddish-brown spot. My husband must hit him in that spot, for it is the only place in which he can be killed." Why are these things so needlessly complicated? When the cowboy got home, the eldest sister gave him a draught of oblivion, and he did not tell. How did Fair know? And does anybody know what happened to Brown? Was she even necessary in this entire story? Next day he went again to the sea. The whale came and cast Trembling on the shore again. She asked the boy, "Did you tell the master what I have told you to tell him?" "I did not," he said. "I forgot." "How did you forget?" asked she. "The woman of the house gave me a drink that made me forget." "Well, don't forget telling him this night, and if she gives you a drink, don't take it from her." As soon as the cowboy came home, the eldest sister offered him a drink. He refused to take it till he had delivered his message and told all to the master. The 3rd day the prince went down with his gun and a silver bullet in it. Did he just have silver bullets lying around? Does this kingdom have a werewolf problem? He was not long down when the whale came and threw Trembling upon the beach, as the 2 days before. She had no power to speak to her husband till he had killed the whale. Oh, good, they could play charades. Then the whale went out, turned over once on the broad of his back, and showed the spot for a moment only. That moment the prince fired. He had but the one chance, and a short one at that. But he took it and hit the spot, and the whale, mad with pain, made the sea all around red with blood and died. Am I the only one who thought of Smaug from The Hobbit? That minute, Trembling was able to speak, and went home with her husband, and sent word to her father what the eldest had done. The father came and told him any death he chose to give her, to give it. So, Dad shows up out of nowhere, near the end of the story, and his one job is to say, "Pick how you want to kill my daughter." Maybe he should have stayed out of the story. The prince told the father he would leave her life and death with himself. The father had her put out then on the sea in a barrel with provisions in it for 7 years. I will never complain about being grounded again. In time, Trembling had a second child, a daughter. The prince and she sent the cowboy to school and trained him up as one of their own children, and said, "If the little girl that is born to us now lives, no other man in the world will get her but him." Oh boy, an arranged marriage.
Her stepbrother?
To her foster brother.
Ah,
The cowboy and the prince's daughter lived on till they were married. The mother said to her husband, "You could not have saved me from the whale, but for the little cowboy. On that account, I don't grudge him my daughter." What a ringing endorsement. The son of the king of Omania and Trembling had 14 children, and they lived happily till the 2 died of old age. I guess she must have liked him in the end.
he really liked her.
I really hope she liked him in the end. I mean, he did shoot Smaug, the whale, for her, and he saved her life. And, maybe he's not entirely bad. He was good for the cowboy, I guess. So, yeah. Well, now we come to the end of the video, where I beg you to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and rope in any unsuspecting fool that you can into watching my videos. I mean, share my videos with friends, neighbors, and coworkers, small children, even dogs. I would like to thank the wonderful Pixabay.com and their amazing contributors for making my videos good. Please consider joining my Patreon page. And don't worry if money is tight. The moral supporter level is free, and you can still be part of the polls and conversations. I also have Facebook and Instagram. You will find links in the description below. But most of all, I would like to thank you, my friends, for being a part of this with me. It means more to me than I can say. And now for a special thank you to my Patreon friends. Good news! First, let me introduce my nephew, Ripple. Say hi, Ripple! We also have a new moral supporter, so stay with us until the end. A special thank you to Robinson, Ida, Darren, Teresa, Brick's Journey, Karen, William, Josh, Colleen, and Callum, Celeste, Mom, HW, Bernie, Mike from Japan, Kyla, and Alicia. And for moral support, Darla, Alicia, Rally Cheetah, and just joining us, Godzilla! Welcome! And please don't step on us. Thank you!